Hi, this is JP LaForest from Studio JPEG. In this video, I will be doing a review of the Adobe Creative Cloud. I've been using the cloud for probably over 6 months now, and I really love it. For me, it was an opportunity to get all of the Adobe software at a very affordable price. For what I do both photography and videography. So I would have needed CX6 Master Suite, which I believe was about $2,500 if I bought it outright, and then another maybe $500 or $600 a year for the updates, and that would not have fit in my budget at all. But with the Creative Cloud for about $50 a month, I can get all the software, all the updates, and all that. The negative aspect to that is that if I stop paying for the Creative Cloud service, then I would not have anything left at the end. Whereas if I did buy the Master Suite at $2,500, if I did not pay for the updates, at least I would still have the software. So it's a bit of a give and take, but really at the price that they're charging for the Creative Cloud, I feel that they're only charging what they would normally charge for the updates. And now they're not limited on their update cycles. As part of the cloud, I've gotten quite a few updates over the last few months. And some of them have been really great. They help with the stability and the speed of the software. They added extra features and things like that, which if somebody bought just the master collection, they would have to wait another 6 months to 12 months for the next version to come out. So for that reason, I really like the Creative Cloud. They do have options where you can store some pictures and videos online for sharing. I did use it a little bit. For the videos, I find it's a little bit slow, and back when I tried it, there was a limit on the file size, so I could not share all the videos that I wanted to with my customers, but it's a work in progress, and I think it's looking interesting for the future. And I printed it out as a reminder because it's actually filling up 5 pages here, all the different software that comes with it. And I'll give a bit of my thoughts on each one of them. Photoshop is, of course, probably their best-known software. There's even a verb now, photoshopping, which basically means to retouch a photo. So anybody who's doing photography nowadays, it is recommended to have Photoshop. And that allows you to retouch photos. You can edit pretty much anything. If you don't like right now I have a strand of hair in the middle here. In Photoshop, I could just delete it out, and you can erase pimples, you can whiten teeth, you can soften skin, and do whole sorts of really cool stuff. Then they have Illustrator, which works with vector art. Vector art is really great for logos and things where the customer might print their logo in a little tiny part of the page like this, or they might decide to build a giant billboard out of it. And using vector art allows you to scale the picture in any size that you want. So it's really great. I don't do a lot of it, but a couple of weeks ago, a customer of mine needed me to do some retouching to one of the vector files that they had hired somebody else to do. And since the Creative Cloud did come with Illustrator included, I was able to load that up and do the changes very quickly. So that's really cool. Indesign is more a competitor to Microsoft Publisher. If you do a lot of documents and things like that, that could be an interesting option. Although personally from Adobe, I like FrameMaker better. But it's a question of preference and depending what you do. If you do marketing, publicity, and stuff like that, probably InDesign could be very interesting. But in general, for page design, layouts, and stuff like that, it's not my strong point, so I leave that to other professionals. It also comes with Dreamweaver, which is really great for making websites, and also now you can use it to make applications for iPhone and Android and BlackBerry and all sorts of other stuff. It does come also with Adobe Premiere, which I use to edit all my videos. And it also comes with After Effects, which you can use to add special effects to your videos. So those are two really great things if you're doing video. It does come also with Adobe Muse, which allows you to do websites without coding. I'm sure it has its uses, but between the two, I think Dreamweaver would be a better solution. It also comes with a bunch of other software here. Adobe Audition is one I use a lot to edit the audio of my videos. It comes with Acrobat 11 Professional. So not only you can view the PDFs, but you can actually make changes in them, and you can convert all sorts of documents and web pages and stuff like that to PDFs. In my day job, I'm a technical writer, so Acrobat is something I use quite a lot. It has Adobe Bridge, which allows you to connect the files from one software to another. So if you do something in After Effects, you can access it in Premiere and things like that. You have Adobe Encore, which you would use if you want to make a DVD or Blu-ray of a video. So that's also very practical for videographers. There's Fireworks, which that one I'm actually not familiar with. There's Flash Builder Premium if you want to do Flash applications, and Flash Professional, the same thing. There's InCopy, that one I'm not familiar with. There's Adobe Lightroom. If you do any photography, Lightroom is really a saver. You can, especially if you're working in higher ISOs, it comes with a very great tool that for your raw images to remove the noise from the high ISO usage. And you can do a lot of photo editing. So really, Lightroom and Adobe Photoshop, they're great complements. They work well together. You can send files from one to the other very easily, and it's great to have both. Media Encoder is what you use in Premiere or others to produce the output files. So after I'm all done, then you load the project up in Encoder, and that's what makes the final video. And you have Adobe Preload. That one I'm not too familiar with, but I think it's to make quick passes and stuff like that. It's like a very light version of Adobe Premiere. So you can do some rough editing and stuff like that, but I prefer to just use Premiere and do it all in one shot. And then you have Adobe SpeedGrade, which allows you to do color correction. I don't use it very often because it takes quite a lot of processing time and it's not well integrated yet. But Adobe SpeedGrade, it's the first version. And from what I hear in the next Creative Suite version, they will integrate it better into Adobe Premiere. So I'm looking forward to see how that will work out in the future. And then you have the Edge Tools and Services. That's to help web designers and web developers to create mobile-ready content with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So you have Edge Animate, Edge Inspect, Edge Web Fonts, Font Gap Build, and that allows you to make the mobile apps runnable on the iPhone, Android, and stuff like that. You have Edge Code, Edge Reflow, Typekit. So a lot of stuff to build your websites, build your apps, manage your fonts and stuff like that. You have the Creative Cloud files, which allows you to store your files so that you can access it from multiple devices. You have Story CC+, which is a collaborative screenwriting, reporting, and scheduling tool. You have Cooler. Cooler is really cool. It allows you to find colors that match well together. You have all sorts of palettes you can go through and all sorts of different types of color matching you can do. So if you're building a website or an application and you say, oh, I want the background this blue and I want the buttons this color, and then you're like, okay, I want to have a frame, but I'm not sure which color to go. Cooler will help you find colors that complement or contrast well and things like that. You have the Business Catalyst to help with website management and hosting, and the Digital Publishing Suite that helps you create content and publishing apps. There's Behance, which allows you to showcase and discover creative work. There's ProSite, which helps you make a professional portfolio site. And then they have a series of Adobe Touch apps, which all integrate in Creative Cloud. So you have Photoshop Touch, you have Cooler iPhone app, and Ideas, which helps you create vector files. So all in all, I really like this offering from Adobe. With the Creative Cloud, you can pay monthly, so it's very easy to pass it off as a business expense. You don't have to pay $2,500 up front. But if that's out of your reach right now, that you find that $50 a month is too expensive, they still do have the Photoshop elements and Premiere elements. So that allows you for about $100 each. And sometimes you can get a special, which comes out even cheaper, that you have quite a nice editing suite to get you started also. But if you're looking to do something more professional, or if you want to work with other professionals and integrate everything in a great suite, then the Adobe Creative Suite is really excellent for that. So thank you for watching. I hope you found it interesting. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them in the box below. If you liked the video, please click like, subscribe, and share the video around. Have a great day.